easy, okay.
In 25 fights. Cooney, a white man, and there hasn't been a white heavyweight champion for 22 years. The last of the white champions, of course, was Ingemar Johansson of Sweden, and the one before that, the last American white heavyweight champion, was Rocky Marciano from 1952 to 1956. Cooney, hooded in green, the specialist of the left hook. A raw fighter with a huge left hook. A hot and sultry night. And all the shots we've seen from the dressing rooms during the course of the evening have shown Cooney to be in a relaxed and seemingly comfortable mood. He's been grinning at the camera, putting his thumb up, making little jokes at the camera. He looks like a man unconcerned. But he is the underdog. The latest odds that I've heard is that Holmes is a 7-4 on favourite, and you can get 5-4 against Cooney. And you do have the feeling that if Cooney is going to win this fight, somehow or other, he's got to get the big punch in pretty early on. He hasn't had a fight, Cooney, for over a year, and the last one he had was against Ken Norton, and it lasted precisely 54 seconds. And that is all the competitive fighting he's had in the last 13 months. This fight, of course, should have been held in March and was postponed because of a shoulder injury to Cooney. And so the challenger enters the ring, and he's got plenty of support. The white versus black aspect of this fight has been played up pretty much, and it's quite clear that certain sections of the American public would dearly love to see a white heavyweight champion again. There have been only 2 white heavyweight champions in the last 45 years. And the 22 years since Johansson held the title is the longest time that the heavyweight championship has gone without a white champion. Cooney with several days' growth of beard. Professional since 1977. And stands almost 6 feet 6 inches tall. And prays in a corner while he waits for the champion to appear. There seems not to be a seat left in the place. And the business this sort of crowd and this sort of interest generates in Las Vegas is enormous. Millions and millions of dollars being brought into this town in Nevada. And now the champion arrives at a trot. Larry Holmes, champion for the last 4 years, making the 12th defense of his title tonight. Never lost a fight in 39. And regards himself as being underrated by the public at large. And that is true. The champion, serious face, has come to the ring in double quick time. And you'll know if you've been reading the papers and watching television that there's been no love lost between these two in the build-up to this fight. There's been slanging matches, particularly from Holmes, and a lot of bad feeling. The World Championship belt being held aloft just to show everybody who the champion is. And Holmes looks across at Cooney, and Cooney isn't smiling anymore. The boxer is certainly Holmes. He can punch as well. The fighter is Cooney. Cooney seems to me like a throwback to the 1920s, to the days of Jack Dempsey. A raw-boned, tough, aggressive Irish American who's coming in here to fight because he knows no other way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials appointed by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for the next contest. The judges are Dwayne Ford, Dave Moretti, and Jerry Ross. The timekeeper is Charlie Ross. Counting at the knockdowns, Jane Broadfoot. The attending physicians at ringside, Dr. Donald Romeo and Dr. Flip Omansky. And the referee is Mills Lane. This is the main event of the evening. 15 rounds of boxing for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing, in the red corner, fighting from Easton, Pennsylvania, weighing 212 1/2 pounds, the undefeated WBC Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Easton Assassin, Larry Holmes. And in the blue corner, fighting out of Huntington, New York, weighing 225 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career. He is ranked #1 by both the WBA and the WBC. Introducing, gentlemen, Gerry Cooney. 15 rounds of boxing.
And now the referee, Mills Lane, calls the two men to the center of the ring. And while that announcement of Cooney was going on, so Dennis Rappaport, one of his managers, was urging the crowd to raise the cheers for the Irish American. Little Victor Valley talking to Cooney. And now the confrontation for real. All the taunts and jeers are over. All the snide remarks are past. Shake hands and get it on. Can the punch of Cooney overcome the artistry and age of Holmes? Holmes, remember, is 32, 7 years older than Cooney. And the last time Holmes fought, we saw him put on the floor by Snipes. Both men wearing white trunks. Both men getting equal money. They'll split the first down the middle. And Holmes was never very happy about that. The black champion, Larry Holmes. The white challenger, Gerry Cooney. And the snaking left hand of Holmes already finds its way onto the broken nose of Cooney. The first left hook, and he finds Holmes' body. Cooney, an inch, perhaps 2 inches taller. The reach is the same, 81 inches. Holmes is conceding 13 pounds. Cooney weighs 16 stone, 1.5 pounds. Cooney stares into the eyes of Holmes. And he looks confident and sure of himself. Cooney sinks another left into the body of Holmes, and the referee signals to him to keep them up a bit. And Cooney most certainly has come looking for this title. No hesitation. Straight into the attack. Holmes relying on footwork and that left hand. Again the left hand, and again a bit low from Cooney. Cooney taking the fight to Holmes. And that's the sort of thing that counts with American judges, and he was very close with the right hand. What a good start that was to this fight. And Cooney has stolen the honors in the first. Holmes doesn't sit down. Well, if they wanted a good start, they've got one there.
Now, give him a frame and step a little back so he can miss with the jab. When he misses with the jab, then you let the hook go. You got a double jab, not single jab, Gerry. Single jab is no good. Double jab. Nice and cool. Get that defense. This guy is shit. Understand? Give him a little sip of water. Cool. Relax. Little sip, Gerry.
Well, you can hear yourself, Victor Valle, the little Puerto Rican trainer of Cooney, talking to his man. The double jab.
When he goes wild, don't go wild with him. Just take your goddamn time. Block. This is shit. Nice and cool. Just think what you're doing, you win fight. Move that head.
Well, this has the makings, if that first round was anything to go by, being an intensely exciting heavyweight championship fight. And Cooney is coming perilously close where Holmes is concerned with those 1-2 combinations. He's finding Holmes' body with the left, and occasionally shot a right that's gone very close to the chin of the champion. Holmes' 12th defense, champion for 4 years. The man who's had to live in the shadow of the former champion, Muhammad Ali, with whom he used to spar. Holmes needs a win here to stamp himself on the public mind as a truly great champion. Cooney ignoring the left coming his way. Still backing up the champion. And Cooney is looking surprisingly well controlled. He's been publicized so much as the wild man of boxing and being called crude and raw. In fact, he's boxing with very well-controlled aggression and keeping his punches quite short. Right high up on the head of Holmes. Second round. Still backing the champion up. That's the first real attack, and Cooney's legs have gone. A left and a right, and he couldn't take them. Holmes stepped in, fired the punches, and Cooney was found to be vulnerable at once. Compulsory 8 count. Round 2. So Holmes strikes, and Cooney falters. There's a red blotch at the left-hand side of Cooney's face, where the right hand must have hit him. Oh, what a shock that was for Cooney. He looked to be doing so well. Things looked to be going his way. And then the sheer blinding speed of Holmes suddenly moved in, and it was all different. This is what it was like. He brushed the guard away with the left hand and overcame that sharp right hand. And Cooney suddenly found he couldn't take it. He did well, really, to stay on his feet as long as he did, but he had to take a compulsory count in the end. That was it, just up above the left eye, and that's where the red blotch is now, showing where the punch landed. An undignified sprawl for the challenger in the second round. What a good right that was. He even had the left glove up trying to cover it, and Holmes still found a way past it. The drunken sprawl of Cooney. And the whole aspect of the fight suddenly changes. Now it's becoming more like the slugging match that we anticipated. The left hook of Cooney finds again the side of Holmes' face. And you still wonder just what might happen if Cooney really gets that left hook in firmly. There's the left hook again, and he finds his way past the champion's guard with it. Cooney's not finished. And Holmes is taking those punches well. Lots of men have fallen from that left hook of Cooney very quickly indeed. What a fight Cooney is making of this. Always carrying it to the champion. Holmes only just missed with that right counter again. Round 3. Holmes, impassive, poker face. Holmes knows very well that this man poses a great threat to his championship. And Holmes smiles at Cooney. Quite what the smile meant, I don't know, but he gave him a smile as he went back to the corner. Well, we've had 3 rounds of good action. Eddie Futch and Ray Arcel, the 2 men you can see working the corner, 2 of the most famous trainers in the whole of the boxing world. Eddie Futch with the glasses, 67 years old now, and Ray Arcel on the far side, amazingly enough, 82 years old. So almost 150 years between them, these 2, and Holmes really couldn't be surrounded by any more experience than that. So Cooney, the white challenger. From Huntington, Long Island, New York, still posing a major threat to the champion's crown. Holmes from eastern Pennsylvania, known as the Eastern Assassin. A rich man now, and both these men will wind up rich after this. They could take away £5 million apiece. The richest sports event of all time. There's the left hook again. He doesn't quite force it in. Two men have had Larry Holmes over in recent months. Ronaldo Snipes and Ernie Shavers, and they both put him down in the same round, the 7th, and they were both stopped in the 11th. Again, Cooney goes to the body, and again, Holmes must have felt it. But he's taking the punches well. And if Cooney can't make his left hook tell against Holmes, then defeat will surely stare him in the face. He's never going to outbox him. He hurt Holmes, and Holmes had to come back there. He was stung into retaliation. 32,000 people now setting up an almighty roar. The whole of the night air in Las Vegas thumping with sound. There's a lot of people here on Cooney's side. And so Cooney put down in the second round. Hasn't been put down again. But these two are throwing punches of such magnitude that surely there's going to be some extraordinary climax to this fight.
Don't leave your hand open. Don't expose yourself. And move that head. Hold it, Senator. Move that head. A little breathing. The way you go, you're not even breathing. You're in a hell of a shake. Short with the punches. Be awake all the time. If you jab once, you got to jab twice.
Victor Valley. How much of that Cooney will take in? I don't know.
There you go. Good. Want to keep you full, Gary.
Dennis Rappaport leading in over the ropes, one of his co-managers. He's got to get that left hook in and make it tell shortly, or else. The last man to beat Larry Holmes was in his amateur days when Dwayne Bobbitt beat him in the Olympic trials of 1972. Long, long time ago. Well, people who said that Cooney was just a lucky bum with a punch might be swallowing their words now, because he's come in to make a fight of this, and he's certainly done that. And he's given Holmes plenty of trouble, and still is. every time Cooney lets one go. The red light of danger flashes for Holmes. But so far, the man who's been proved to be vulnerable to a punch is Cooney. There's the speed of Holmes showing itself again. A quick strike, just as he did in the second. It's the moment when Holmes transfers from going back to coming forward. It spells danger for Cooney. Cooney, I don't think, can go backwards. I don't think he knows how to. And already this fight has gone further than a lot of people predicted. Some action from that previous round again. There was a moment here when Holmes once again blurred into action, when he shifted onto the front foot, came forward and caught his man unawares again. But all the way through, Cooney's making a good fight of it against this champion. The champion with Oriental eyes. You're the boss, they're telling Holmes. Mills Lane, the referee, keeps Holmes back from the centre of the ring until the bell. Holmes predicted he'd win in the seventh. Cooney made no predictions at all. Cooney's face beginning to show a few marks of battle, particularly around the left eye. The point where Holmes struck him so hard in the second round. And Holmes shrugs off the punch and grins. Cooney the Looney, he called him, among various other taunts. And so far, Cooney hasn't really made him pay for it. Holmes looking totally unconcerned. Takes a good right to the head. And so far, the real key to this fight has been Holmes' ability to take what looked like Cooney's best punches. He beats Cooney for speed. And of course he beats Cooney for boxing ability. Nonetheless, Cooney's proving to be a worthwhile challenger. Solid left into the mouth of Holmes, and Holmes doesn't even shake. Keep him up. One of them looked low, the other one didn't. And once again, Holmes moves into action. And Cooney looks all over the place when he comes under an onslaught like that. His gum shield's out. Legs all over the place. He simply doesn't know what to do when he's backed up. And Holmes was threatening to take him out there and then. And the bell may well have saved Gerry Cooney. The end of the sixth. What an attack Holmes set up here. And when he does, Cooney doesn't have a lot to offer. His defenses have come down, and his feet are all over the place. Two bombs go straight through. And then this non-stop attack. Cooney trying to cover up. Look at his legs, they're all over the place. Doesn't know where to go or what to do. And the bell didn't come a moment too soon for Cooney. Well, people thought that when he was backed up, he might be in trouble, and that is certainly proving to be true. So now we come to the seventh round, and Holmes is threatening to make his prediction of a seventh round win come true. And the seventh, remember, is the round in which both Shavers and Snipes put Holmes on the floor. So in all ways, this is a dramatic round. And Cooney's cut by the left eye. They smeared that left eye with heavy grease before he came out, but there's a smear of blood at the corner now. So these are rough moments for the challenger. And Holmes is beginning to find his way through the defenses of Cooney, who's kept his boxing together well so far, but beginning to look as though he might be torn apart at any moment. Keep that up. Left hand drop low. And if ever Cooney needed his left hook now, this is the moment. Again low. No caution. Cooney's nose marked. Slight bleeding at the left eye. His whole face now beginning to show the marks where Holmes has caught him. And so far Cooney hasn't been able to put a punch together that has disturbed the champion. Holmes has taken everything he's thrown. Holmes easing off momentarily. Unmarked Holmes looking as though he's enjoying himself. Beginning to dance. Beginning to look flashy. Beginning to sense victory. And Cooney's still trying to get at him and still trying to put something together with which to shake this useful champion. Well, the seventh has come and gone. Holmes predicted the seventh, but he's wrong. And Cooney is still there. And while he's there, he's dangerous.
Gerry, you got to move in this guy now. You got to take a chance. You're standing too straight. You're standing too fucking straight. It's not good either. Now, you go there. I'm telling you the fucking truth. It's not true. It's not good. So you cannot stay straight. You got to move in and rough this guy. You got to move in. You got to move in this guy and rough this guy. Don't let him jab from that side. He's staying too long. Now, you got to move in on this guy with your hand. Get into a crouch.
Well, Victor Valley trying to instill some enthusiasm and some aggression into Cooney. The four-letter words are streaming out in that corner in their anxiety to get this man into real action. Holmes anxious to come to grips. Cooney was on the floor in the second. Holmes has not been put down. Holmes always moving away from the left hook. It's Cooney's job to get him to move the other way and to bring him onto the left hook if he can. So far he hasn't done it. Funnily enough, although Cooney came to the scale 16.1 and a half and 13 pounds heavier, he doesn't now look like the bigger man. Somehow Holmes has a towering presence about him. We're in the eighth, and 8 rounds is the furthest Cooney has ever boxed. Blood now seeping from a cut on the nose of the challenger. Holmes has used this round to take a breather. Cooney's gun shield is out again. Oh, 2 good punches from the champion. The speed they went through with. But Cooney's still upright and he's still punching. There is some vicious stuff being exchanged here. Everything in that left hook now from Cooney, putting everything behind it. Well, he had a real go here, Cooney. He put some real steam behind the left hooks, but that was one of those counters by Holmes that didn't quite pay off, but it brought the gum shield flying out of Cooney's mouth. And after this, Holmes put together 2 very fast punches somewhere here. They're telling Holmes not to let the man take the fight away from him. So it's not resolved yet. And one wonders still whether Cooney might not mount some extraordinary challenge here. Has he got the strength left to do it? Because now Cooney is in territory he's not explored before in the ring. He's never been beyond 8 rounds as a fighter. And here we are in the 9th. Right hand from Cooney. Holmes still taking it very easily, not doing too much. Cooney still taking the fight to the champion. Judges in this country like men who come forward. Smear of red at the left-hand side of Cooney's face. Darkness has now descended on Las Vegas. This fight still a light. Good right. Cooney still looks dangerous. And if Holmes were to tire. Pumping right hand from Holmes. Cooney took it well. Cooney may be having trouble with his breathing, I suspect. He's had a bad nose for some time. And Holmes complains of a low blow. Left hand. And Holmes doubles over in agony. Well, it looked low from where I was sitting. And Mills Lane is taking time off. The seconds are clambering up to help Holmes. And they're being told to go away. And Mills Lane is walking to each of the judges. Probably to tell them to mark a low blow. Well, you can see for yourself how low it was. Almost down on the thigh. So there's an extraordinary long hold up here while the referee walks to most sides of the ring. Now he's asking for the time. How much time off, I think he's asking, have we had? There it is again. Look how low that is. That really was very low. Meanwhile, Holmes has stood in his corner. I don't know, it seems like 40 seconds or more to me. And the referee's talking to the Holmes corner. Right, he's given him time to recover, and on they go. That was an extraordinarily long delay. That may well have cost Cooney the round. That could well be what the referee was telling the judges, to take the round away from Cooney because of the foul blow. Well, an extraordinary incident, but Holmes seems to have recovered. Cooney is still getting attention on that left eye and on the nose.
You got to weave and come
Two
back
cuts.
to the hook to the chin. And you got to shoot that right hand to the kidney more. And back to the hook. You got to
Well, Cooney's getting some professional advice. You've got to get that right hand into the kidneys. Well, of course, a kidney punch is illegal. Anything goes here.
You work every day for it. Come on. Real title, kid. Beautiful. Right away. Beautiful. Take the lead. Back him up.
And there's a word going around the ringside that the referee has told the judges to take 2 rounds away from Cooney. Now, whether that's authentic or not, I can't really tell you, but that's the rumor I'm hearing. It may have cost Cooney 2 rounds. That's a good attack by Holmes, and suddenly Holmes looks twice as sharp as he did before, and he's moving forward. He's been going backwards for most of the fight, letting Cooney come to him. But now he looks as though he wants to move in and have a fight with Cooney. I wonder if that's wise. And Cooney's fans, for the first time in a long time, sense that their man might be getting on top again. An extraordinary fight in many ways, because around about the 5th, it looked as though, 5th, 6th and 7th, it looked as though Cooney might be on his way out, but he still looks strong, and here we are in the 10th. Times when Holmes has looked most effective is when he's backed Cooney up, when he's really had him going backwards. And Cooney doesn't know what to do when he's going backwards, but for most of this fight he's been allowed to come forward. Cooney's setting up some good attacks here, but he takes a good right back. And there is some solid thumping going on out there. They're just soaking up each other's best punches. 2 strong men and putting on a memorable championship battle. Really has to be the best heavyweight battle for some time. And the 2 are still slugging at it as the bell ends the 10th. And people around the ringside here jumping to their feet to applaud these 2. And we're only 2/3 of the way through. 1 or 2 tremendous thumps landed by Holmes here, and yet Cooney was coming straight back. This is sheer savage slugging here. The old-time heavyweight championship fighting.
Now get rough, goddammit, get rough.
Well, we may have a battle now that will resolve itself around the stamina of these 2 men, who can keep it going now to the end of 15 rounds if we have to go that far. Holmes has taken some real old logs around the body. He must be feeling the pace. It's a hot night. Cooney has survived well after being in real trouble. Now another low blow and another mention of it to the judges. It might have cost him another round. The 11. Cooney walking through the jab. Holmes talking to him. They're yelling to Cooney to get the right hand in. Still not by any means clear which of these will crack first. Holmes must be amazed that he hasn't been able to put Cooney down again. He's down in the second, and now this time Cooney has a little complaint about the low punching. Cooney's left eye looking slightly worse. Again, a left hand of Cooney's looks low. Cooney peering through those high gloves, trying to see past the left jab that keeps coming into his face. Square on. Open target, but taking it all and still coming forward. He looks like a throwback to the days of Rocky Marciano. Fought much in the same way, although he wasn't nearly as big as this man. 4 rounds left and it's still not resolved, and it's still by no means certain quite what will happen.
By rough, you got to get the right hand go to it. You're standing too much. Move to your right. Keep away from the right hand. Move to your right.
Well, just how these two members feel now, I can't imagine. 11 really tough rounds, 4 to go. The tiredness really must be setting in now. They've been imploring Cooney to get his right hand to work. You wouldn't think they had the same reach the way Holmes sneaks and snakes that left hand into the face of Cooney. Look at the difference in the way they stand. Holmes sideways on in the textbook manner, and Cooney square on, absolutely square to his man, presenting the biggest possible target. Well, we've seen a lot of the famous Holmes jab tonight. Said to be just about the best heavyweight jab since Sonny Liston. And Liston's was always said to be the best since Joe Louis. Holmes starting the dancing again. Still just the one knockdown in the second round when Cooney was briefly on the floor. That looked like desperation swinging from Cooney to me. Heaven knows what his face must feel like. Cooney's face now. Red raw from where the Holmes jab has eaten into it for round after round. But we're going into the 13th round, and what will amaze a lot of people, I think, is how far this fight has gone. It was always thought, almost certainly, to be a short and explosive fight. In fact, it's proved to be a long war of attrition.
You gotta get rough. You ready to buckle along on this guy. Get in the rough and move that body. There. Come on. Come on, Jeff. You gotta get rough. You gotta get rough. You only 2 more rounds. Come on. Get it. You're gonna get it out. Go to work on this guy. Go on there from this fucking guy. You gotta work. You're waiting too long.
You've got to get rough, that's what they're saying to Cooney. You've got to get to work on this guy, you've waited too long. 3 rounds left. Holmes the champion, Cooney the challenger. And whichever way it goes now, you can't say it hasn't been a worthwhile challenge. He will have surprised a lot of people, including Holmes. Probably, principally Holmes. And Cooney still chasing him and looking for him. Still swallowing the left jab. His eyes and nose looking sore. But the man is full of courage. He stands stock still. He presents the stationary target. And Holmes finds him easy to hit, but he hasn't been able to put him down since the second. Well, could this go the full 15 rounds? It's just beginning to look like it now. And that will perhaps be the most amazing thing of all. Oh, what a good right-hand shot that was from Holmes. He suddenly springs these thunderbolts. And Cooney just takes them as though he's being swatted with a fly swatter. And now the referee's lost them. The way Cooney walked through people's punches is quite amazing. He must be made of iron. Well, he's looking desperately tired, Cooney, and his legs seem to me suddenly to have gone. And he can hardly see out of the left eye, and Holmes is working him over unmercifully now. And he might be setting up a finishing attack here. And he's gone. He doesn't want to go down. He almost went down. He refused to go down. Victor Valley, the trainer, is in the ring complaining because he thinks the referee has stopped it. And that's precisely what he has done. It's over. And Holmes has retained the title in the 13th round. What a fight it was. And the resistance of Cooney was totally admirable. But Holmes has done it. The 12th successful defense. 4 years the champion. His 40th successive win. And Cooney loses for the first time in his life. But what a challenge he put up. And even at the end, when everything had gone, he refused to go down. His pants actually touched the canvas, but he still managed to haul himself up. Great win for Holmes, and a marvelous challenge by Cooney. And there's elation and anger mixed all around this place now as the police line the ringside and the scene descends into its usual chaos after any big championship fight in America. 2 minutes, 52 seconds, the 13th round. Holmes remains the champion and proves, surely, if he had to prove it at all, what a good champion he is. Look at the state of Cooney's face now. And suddenly you could see that those rather weak-looking legs had got weaker still. And Holmes knew it too, and he set up the finishing attack. And even now, Cooney refused to go down. Just have a look at the finish here. He's gone, he's into the rope, and he's going down. But even then, he hauled himself up with unbelievable courage. Another look at the way this extraordinary fight finished. Remember, Cooney was on the floor in the second round, but never ever went down again. But the better boxing and the sharper punching of Holmes eventually wore him down. And even Cooney's extraordinary resistance, in the end, had to give way. The two men had needled each other in training and then put on a tremendous fight. So Holmes keeps the title, his 12th successive victory. 32 years old, 40 wins in a row, and now surely must have proved to everyone in the world that he is a truly great champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 2 minutes, 52 seconds at the 13th round. The winner, and still the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Gerry Holmes.
Doc.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to you, there are other bouts to follow. In the meantime, Caesars hails the champion, Gerry Holmes.
Let's get down. I will only ask you one more time.
Great fight. Terrific fight. Wall, Papa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. Okay.
Right over you, partner.
Okay. Holmes group, let's go. Excuse me. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where am I working? Well, I don't think we've got a camera at all. Hello, Cooney.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? A word from the challenger.
That's good done too. Yeah. Have we got a picture? Well, I don't know. But we can do it in sound. We can lay it over something, okay? Harry Carpenter, we talked the other night. How you feeling?
You understand? Some things money came back. That's where it's at, Jack. That's what I fight for. That's what I try to get you and Ray to join me with. That's what I fight for. Dignity, man. Dignity. It ain't about money. It's about pride. Dignity.
Talk to me about the fight, Don, will you? What a great championship
Oh,
fight.
it was a great championship fight. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that he won because it meant so much to so many people. Because when we come here, we were treated not as the champion, but as the challenger. And not even a good challenger in that. So the Lord came through for us. Thank you, Jesus. And we have going to work now to keep building boxing and bringing people together. Not play on the race thing. He's a racist. This, all that. That was so unwarranted, so unfair, so unjust. The man loves all people. Because people are important. All hues of the rainbow. Every race, color, creed, and religion. I love you.
How badly hurt was Larry when he got the low blow?
He got hurt pretty bad, but not the low blow, the 10 low blows. It was like a repeated record. The man hit him in the nuts every time he threw the punch. And all he was doing was getting reprimanded because the referee scared to death to stop that fight. So he just keep hitting him in the nuts. So he figured if he can win that way, the back alleyway I can do in the bottom.